Hey everyone, today's content is sponsored by the ITNO Choice Australia. We're going to discuss a major secret that you might not have thought about, but which has been silently affecting your health. The relationship between omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in your body, and whether they have achieved a perfect balance. I know this might sound a little dense or technical, but trust me, this issue is deeply connected to why we often feel tired, experience unexplained aches and pains, and even the development of many chronic diseases. The analogy for this is wonderful. Imagine your body as an incredibly complex and precise symphony orchestra. Omega-3 self and omega-6 self are two very important instruments within it. Crucially, we need both, but they must cooperate seamlessly and play in harmony to compose the old health that we seek. The two key players, accelerator and brake. Let's first get to know the two main characters in this orchestra and understand the roles they play and how they affect our health. It's truly interesting. Our bodies require both, yet their functions are almost completely opposite. You can think of omega-6 as the initiator of attack, like the body's alarm system, responsible for triggering the necessary inflammatory response to fight off invaders. Omega-3, on the other hand, is the queen of cruel fire brigade. It's the brake that steps in to ensure the inflammatory response does not spiral out of control. So, you have the accelerator omega-6 and the brake omega-3. Both are absolutely vital. Neither can be missing. The disc warrior. How the balance went wrong. Now that we know the two musicians, let's examine a somewhat worrying phenomenon. How this naturally harmonious orchestra within our body has gradually fallen out of balance and arguably gone completely off key over the past 100 years. For hundreds of thousands of years of human evolution, our bodies became accustomed to a perfect equilibrium. The ratio of these two fatty acids consumed by our ancestors was perfectly calibrated. Our genes and our original factory settings were designed for this balance. What was this golden ratio? It was simple. EB, 1 part omega-6 paired with 1 part omega-3. No more, no less. This was the most harmonious and perfect performance state for our body's orchestra. Our modern diet has completely shattered this optimal ratio. The change we are about to see is truly shocking. Look at this figure. The average ratio has now soared to 16:1. Imagine the saying, the instrument responsible for starting a fire and creating tension is 16 times louder than the instrument responsible for extinguishing the fire and restoring calm. My goodness, this is no longer a symphony, it's noise pollution. Why did this happen? It's no accident. It is entirely the result of the modern food industry. Mass production of vegetable oils like corn oil and sunflower oil, which are extremely high in omega-6. Our livestock, cows, pigs, which used to eat grass, are now fed grain, increasing the omega-6 content in the meat. Most critically, processed foods cookies, fast food, are almost all made with these high omega-6 oils. Unknowingly, we have caused a severe imbalance in our own bodies. The price of imbalance, chronic inflammation. So, what happens when the ignition sound in your body loud and consistently drowns out the extinguishing sound? It stops being healthy music and becomes a symphony of diseaseful static. In medical terms, this is what we constantly hear about, chronic inflammation. Please remember this number, 70%. This is a stunning result from a famous study called the Lion Diet Heart Study. They found that you don't have to do anything radical simply by adjusting the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in the diet from a severely imbalanced state down to a more ideal one. The overall mortality rate dropped by 70%. Is that impact not incredibly significant? The evidence is clear. This imbalance is the breeding ground for many modern lifestyle diseases. Whether it's cardiovascular disease, rheumatoid arthritis, asthma, or obesity, many are fundamentally linked to this unstoppable inflammatory storm raging within us. Taking the conductor's baton, after all the scary talk, here is the good news. We don't have to sit there helplessly listening to our bodies perform noise. Every single one of us can take back the conductor's baton and lead our own body's health symphony. The strategy, simply put, is not complicated at all. It involves two basic actions. Turn down the instrument that is playing for loudly omega-6. Turn up the instrument that is playing for quietly omega-3. Step 1. Turn down the volume on omega-6. This means being mindful when buying and eating food. Be cautious of common restaurant oils like corn and sunflower oil, and those tempting processed food snacks. Fast food. These are areas where we need to cut back or find alternatives. Step 2. Amplify the sound of omega-3. This is the fun part, as we can eat more delicious and healthy foods. This includes fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, brain-boosting walnuts, and chia or flaxseeds mixed into yogurt. Choosing grass-fed meat and organic eggs will also increase the omega-3 content. Of course, considering a high-quality fish oil or algae oil supplement is a direct and effective method. I must emphasize again, our goal is absolutely not to eradicate omega-6. It remains an instrument our body needs. We're aiming for balance and harmony. If you can slowly move the ratio from an excessive 16:1 back to a healthier but to one more even low, you have succeeded. This is more than just adjusting what you eat. It's a process of rediscovering the nutritional wisdom that our bodies inherently possess. Each of us truly has the power to be the conductor of our own body, playing the healthiest and most pleasant symphony of life. Before we conclude today, I'd like you to take a few seconds to think about what you ate today. Was the musical score on your plate harmonious? Or was it a little off-key? I will leave you with that question to ponder.